There was a master who had many children. The eldest son was first among them, entrusted with his father's authority and charged with the care of his siblings, to guide them in the father's will. One of his inexperienced daughters was called. Without hesitation she ran. Before she was sent, the father released a dove into her hands. "This is my breath with you," he said. She did not fully understand, but she recognized it was from her father. The eldest son met her and placed tools into her hands. In her right hand, a sickle of harvest. In her left, a woven basket of carrying and a flame-tipped torch for clearing growth. At her side, a hooked rope for retrieving what is lost, and a small blade for cutting snares. "Go into the field," he said. She looked confused, but she took them and went. And the dove went with her. In the field she saw wheat ready for harvest. She did not yet understand, but she followed the dove's quiet leading and used the sickle of harvest, and the wheat was gathered. She placed it into the woven basket and carried it safely. Afterward, the dove moved forward and she followed. Weeds began to rise at the edge of the field. The dove settled where the father's will was clear, and she remembered the flame-tipped torch and used it, clearing what threatened the crop. Again the dove moved and she followed. She came to thirsty ground. Setting her burden down, she went to the well, but the bucket had fallen to the bottom. The dove circled once and rested near the rope. She understood and used the hooked rope, lowering it carefully until it caught what was lost. She drew it up and restored the field. Still the dove led her onward. She found a lamb caught in a snare not set by her father's house. The dove hovered near the small blade and she freed it gently. Then she heard a growl. The dove did not leave her. It stayed still. She stood still too, holding what remained in her hand, trusting not only the tools, but the one who had never stopped guiding her. The wolf lunged. But before it reached her, a shepherd's staff struck it away. Her eldest brother stood behind her the whole time. He had followed her path unseen. The wolf fled. He took up her burdens and carried the wheat with her. And she, still following the dove, returned home and placed the rescued lamb at her father's feet. And the father looked upon her work and called it faithful, and entrusted the lamb into her care, for she had proven faithful in what she did not first understand. And she rejoiced greatly, holding the lamb as her own, knowing it was not only rescued, but entrusted to her to raise.